Competition can breed some unbelievable behavior, and esports is absolutely no different. Here's 10 crazy things that have happened in esports. Number 10, to start out with something positive, the British government has announced the very first e-games, which is essentially Electronic Olympics. The event's going to take place every 4 years and will operate as a non-profit organization very similarly to the Olympics. It's going to be organized with the help of the International Olympic Committee, so it will probably be organized very similarly, and a lot of people are very excited about this. This is essentially gaming saying, hey, not everybody can throw a shot put super far, but not everybody can get a kill streak either. I know a lot of gamers are going to look at that as progress and recognition for the art form's legitimacy. And that might not seem that unbelievable to you. Esports has been pretty big for the last while, and a lot of people have grown up seeing it, but not all of us have the benefit of being as young as you. I remember a time when gaming was looked at as stupid, and it's cool to see it progress this far. Number 9, with that kind of legitimacy comes people who are trying to game the system. In this case, the system is gaming, so they're trying to game gaming. It's called performance-enhancing drugs, which sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Where baseball players inject steroids into their asses, less savory esports players are popping Adderall, like you and I might pop brownies. I realize that you don't eat brownies like a pill, but let's be honest, if they're available, we all usually consume more than we should. It's so rampant they've actually started testing to ensure that nobody is using performance-enhancing drugs. Yeah, MLG is as bad as MLB, although at least Adderall is a pill. You don't have to inject it into your butt. Number 8, the ESL has recently banned YouPorn's esport teams. The ESL has explained that advertising pornography is not legal in most of the markets that they operate in. And also a lot of the other partners that they work with, they don't want to be involved in an organization that allows that stuff there. And I get that. In order for things to exist, sometimes you have to make concessions. And I know a lot of people will be like, free speech, but that's not what this is. YouPorn probably doesn't pony up all of the prize money for every tournament either. I'd be willing to bet that's more along the lines of Mountain Dew's job. And if Mountain Dew doesn't want porn there, well, where's the money coming from? And I have no idea if it's Mountain Dew that ponies up that cash. There's actually no connection, I just use Mountain Dew because they're a popular brand. But that's how this kind of stuff works. Companies do have images that they intend to maintain, and they don't want to be associated with things that might change people's perception of them. Remember, they have spent a lot of money to cultivate that perception. And if that's where the cashola coming from, dims the brakes. Number 7, you know how in sports movies somebody always offers the protagonist some money to throw the game or fix the match? Oh, that's happening in esports. People bet lots of money on esports matches, just like any other sports thing. Games of skill foster very healthy betting markets. But betting markets give people an outlet to offer players a little scratch to make everything a little more predictable. For instance, in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, a team called Skyred was caught match fixing, and Australian organization 24/7 eSports dropped them like they were hot. Like a hot potato. Make the phrase not cool anymore. In South Korea, there are actually prosecutors getting involved with this. There's so much match fixing going on, people are getting in criminal trouble for it. But the thing is that players make a lot more money fixing matches than they do for winning the tournament. And you know, if you back channel that shit, it's probably not that hard to get away with. I mean, you gotta have a strategy to look believable, you know. You gotta be responsible when you're throwing games here. The problem is it is so rampant, people worry about what it does to the legitimacy of esports itself. Number 6, drama. And you know, any community generates drama. I'm not going to give you a bunch of, what I'm talking about in this point is real drama. Dramatic flair. I'm talking production, like the 2016 League of Legends champions in the Korea Summer Tournament. They have a fucking theme song. And I don't mean some fan put together a shitty theme song for them and made an anime music video or some shit. I mean somebody made a freaking rock song, and it's in Korean, but this shit's heavy. Number 5, esports has grown at an incredible rate. It started out in a convention hall and progressed to gradually larger arenas as every season has happened. As of now, they're packing stadiums. Tournaments often have tens of millions of dollars at stake. News outlets were estimating that by 2017, the global esports revenues would hit $465 million, except for that already happened in January. So like the first month of 2016. The estimate was for 2017. It's destroying predictions and growing incredibly fast. The global esports market is worth $748 million today, and by 2018, they estimate it will be worth $1.9 billion. But let's remember how quickly they outpaced predictions on revenue. I mean, that's freaking crazy. Number 4, esports are so popular, there are commentators on matches. I mean, that makes sense. It would definitely help you know exactly what's going on at all times, as these things can get very frenetic. But it's very cool to think that it's such a big deal they have people doing the same thing the NBA commentators do when you watch a basketball game. Although there are some that go a little bit too far. Gabe Newell actually fired James Harding, which a lot of people love and a lot of people don't, because he's very divisive and he says things that a lot of people don't want to hear. It's maybe stuff that wouldn't fly if you were an NBA commentator, let's just say. And honestly, I don't think I've ever actually seen an account of Gabe Newell being angry, but he was angry about Harding. He actually called him an ass. Harding made a statement afterwards saying, "If I'm wrong, Gabe, you just fired me because I'm not your cup of tea as a host. That sucks and you fucked up." Well, here's the thing. Gabe Newell owns Valve, so if he doesn't like you as a host, too bad. Number 3, there are companies that make esports performance apparel, and I have to sigh at that one. That's annoying. I mean, I get glasses and things like that, and there are companies that make eyewear that's specific to esports, although one could just say that computer glasses or even reading glasses might do nearly the same thing. At least I can understand that. If you're making shirts that you're calling performance apparel for gamers, I'm sorry, gamers can walk into Walmart and pick up some generic sports tees. Probably cost you like 1/3. Number 2, a lot of esports players are not old people. As it is with traditional athletes, younger people tend to be better at this stuff. Now, it's for different reasons though. On account, esports athletes have grown up, for instance, with League of Legends and similar games, so it's more second nature to them. For instance, Maple is 18 years old and he's been in the game for quite a while. People look at him as a pretty big threat, and he's gained a lot of respect through the years. Yes, years. He's been a professional since he's like 15 years old. That's ridiculous. What that says to me is I have accomplished nothing with my life. And finally, number 1, when Isaac Flores, a Spanish esports athlete, signed with the team the Giants, he had a clause written that he would be able to play ADC anytime he played against Reckles on any other team. Now, if you're not familiar with ADC, it means attack damage carry, and it's no longer an official term. In an official capacity, it's been replaced with marksman, but it refers to a position where you deal damage repeatedly with basic attack, and your character's customized and suited specifically for that. Now, that's a very simplified explanation, and if we decided that we were going to spend time discussing strategy of League of Legends, we could spend all day. What's your favorite esports game and team? If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, and if you're not subscribed, now is a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every single day of the week, and the best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription. As always, we thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter at FalconTheHero, and we'll see you next time right here on gameranx.